yourself from before. When did you two stop getting along?
Oh, there was an incident from before. Or should I say there was a misunderstanding from the beginning?
Misunderstanding?
Well, she heard someone claim to be my girlfriend. Then some stuff happened after that.
Bringing that up again? As I thought, you're still so obsessed with the past, aren't you, Haruki? Do you act like that even when you're in bed with someone?
That's your response?
Jeez, even though I acted like the bad guy for your sake, Haruki, this is what they call pulling up the ladder behind you, huh?
I never said anything like, no one would ever thank you for meddling in this. Learn to read the atmosphere, you useless moron. Do you? Did I?
And now you're taking it out on me for showing you kindness?
I'm kidding. I'm grateful, Izumi. But your hard work was in vain this time.
Even though I tried my best to show my feminine side for your sake, Haruki, but not getting any reward like this makes me feel more like a woman, I guess.
Fine already. I'm absolutely sorry. I apologize. So, could we please change the topic? Izumi is just like her usual self, making herself perfectly at home in my apartment. Except her complaints sound harsher than normal today.
But still, as I thought, you really have changed a little, Haruki.
Is that so? How exactly?
You don't seem to be as evasive when dealing with a woman other than me.
That's,
Is it because someone cheered you up when you are depressed? And so, you softened up your attitude toward women?
It's not like that. And nothing happened to make me depressed, despite being the least feminine woman I know. She seems to at least have a sharp woman's intuition, somehow.
Ah, so boring. Is this how it feels when a child leaves its parents?
Like I said, nothing happened. But is that really the case? Does it really seem like I changed a little? From another's perspective, despite what happened? No. Perhaps that's the reason.
So, there won't be any drama, huh? Well, that isn't bad either, I guess.
Did you just say something?
I am very hungry. Dinner.
What are you even doing here? Go write your paper before dinner is done. Holding on to my own feelings, am I really as obsessed as Izumi says I am?
Haruki, your phone's ringing.
Wait a second. Let me turn off the
Hello? This is Kitahara Haruki's cell phone.
Stop that! Stop!
Just kidding.
Don't play stupid pranks like that. If you keep doing that, you could cause some serious misunderstandings.
So, it was a problem when I answered your phone last time. You could have told me. I wouldn't have held it against you.
I'm sorry.
Before you stop bowing, answer the phone.
Hello, Kitahara here.
Hey, how are you doing, Haruki? You and I are at a convenience store nearby. You got any beer at home, dude?
Takeya? No, today's a bit... Like I said, I have to turn in a paper before winter break. It's not mine, though.
Come on, don't you still have a week? It's fine if we hang out once in a while, right?
I've been telling you that I forgot about the original deadline and missed it. So this is my final chance. It wasn't me who forgot about it, though.
You're always exaggerating, but you always leave yourself a couple of days to spare, right? How many years do you think I've known you for? Don't underestimate me, man.
Like I said, it wasn't my fault.
Well, we've already bought snacks. We should be there in about 5 minutes.
That's great. You'll only need around 6 minutes to get to the station.
Can't do it no matter what, huh? Come on. We'll only take about an hour.
If you only want to drink for an hour, I know just the spot. There's this place called Mermaid right in front of the station.
Fine already. Geez, some friend you are. I was hoping you'd make us some dinner, too.
Is that something a friend should say?
Well, I guess we'll head home today. But before that, could I ask you a couple of things?
What?
Have you been eating properly? Sleeping properly? You haven't been living a negligent life, have you?
Now I get it. Takeya wants to come right now because he wants to figure out some things.
It'd be best if we could meet up, even for just 5 minutes. Could I talk to you in person? Even in front of your door would be fine.
Takeya, last Saturday night, I dragged Takeya and Io into that mess. After that, Setsuna definitely went to apologize to them, and they only got a superficial understanding of the whole situation. In other words, they know about as much as Mari-san and Sugiura.
Since we've already bought all this, it'd be a waste if we just took it home. Why don't you just take it?
Just how little do these guys trust me? And just how much do these people care about me? Takeya, listen. I'll meet up with you guys there. At that moment, I feel 2 pats on my shoulder. As I turn around, I see Izumi already wearing her coat, all packed up and ready to go home.
What's wrong, Haruki? What did you just say?
While giving me a warm smile, she waves her hand as if to say goodbye.
See ya.
You don't have to. I've already turned him down.
With the way you are now, Haruki, I'd say it's better if you don't turn him down.
Izumi. In the end, Izumi didn't even take a single spoonful of my super spicy curry. Unbelievably, she is willingly left, starving.
I'll come over some other time this week. Since winter break starts next week, we'll have to meet before that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, thanks in advance.
Basically, Takeya and Io decided to come uninvited because they're worried about me. And that's why Izumi has to leave. But isn't she here for the same reason? Hey, Izumi.
The people around you are so interesting, Haruki. You look out for everyone so much, you see? And you put in so much effort and nearly keep on giving, only to get nothing in return. That's what I believed.
Oh, of course you'd think that. You're my greatest exploiter, after all.
But that's not true at all. All kind of people, men and women alike, always return the favor, Haruki. It's really interesting.
Among the people around me, I'd say you're the most interesting one.
It's really interesting. Really heart-pounding. I've learned a lot through the plain yet complicated relationships between you and those around you.
What was that?
What I'm saying is, I really like you after all, Haruki. What I just said is a secret, alright? And just for you. You're the only one I'll say it to.
You're just making a fool of me again, aren't you?
No, I'm serious. I really like people who look out for others.
In an instant, Izumi's expression completely changed. At least, that's what it looked like to me. The truth is, I love being spoiled. Izumi?
That's why I'm attracted to guys I can rely on. I'd fall in love with someone like that and try to get him to spoil me even more.
Hey,
Someone who'd do everything in his power to grant my selfish little wishes? I'd really like that person.
Izumi reaches out with her hands and holds my face in place.
Even if he might be a little annoying, and even if he might complain about stuff all the time, he'd never abandon me, no matter what.
Along with showing the brightness of her resolve, her dark eyes clearly reflect my ridiculous, panicked expression.
He'd be equally nice to everyone else, but save a special, sweeter side just for me. Wouldn't that just be the best?
Stop joking around.
You think I'm joking?
Somehow, it doesn't feel like I'm talking to Izumi right now. This person named Izumi Chiaki isn't the kind of woman to have this kind of dark, quiet, and passionate personality. It's because she's the complete opposite of the average woman that I've been able to stay around her for so long. She's one of my few friends who doesn't remind me of my bitter past. Still, if she's like this, she's not the Izumi that I know. Yet, she still is Izumi.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
I knew it! As I thought, she's really spiteful right now for not being able to eat any curry tonight. Excuse me.
No, I'm the one who should apologize.
Wait, what? That girl.
Seems like she falls right into the strike zone. Yours, I mean?
Not that. I mean, she's a beauty for sure. But where have I seen her before?
She's probably from our university. Most of the residents here are.
Is that really it? Cheers! Hot! This curry is friggin' spicy!
Yeah, for real? It's pure red? How much spice did you put in it to make it like this?
Then don't eat it. This is just right for me. Too spicy. Nah, if it's this spicy, then it's a perfect match with beer. Here we go, here we go! As soon as the duo entered my room carrying beer and snacks from the convenience store, the first thing they checked was the cooking pot.
It would have been much better if there was rice to go with it. Hey, Haruki, you got any raw eggs?
Are these two only here for a free dinner? Don't eat all of it, okay? I planned on eating this until the weekend. Come to think of it, recently, I've been eating curry for more than half my meals this week. I wonder if it's because my cooking repertoire is limited or if I just want to treat myself to a crappy reward. Come to think of it, I haven't been here in a while. When I first heard Haruki was going to live by himself, I was thinking about coming over every day too. If you do that, I'll make you clean up every time you come.
We haven't really had a chance to see you face to face after you changed apartments. It just feels weird not seeing you every day.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Oi, Io. And she read the atmosphere. Or rather, she got promptly elbowed by the overreacting Takeya, who was sitting next to her. Back when we started our third year, I changed my department without consulting anyone. Io gave me hell for that. Don't worry about it. I think I was in the wrong back then too.
Oh, making you remember all that was a mistake to begin with.
Huh?
We're just here for some drinks today. So, before we came, we decided if either of us made the atmosphere awkward, they would receive a penalty.
If Takeya doesn't make any mistakes from now on, I'll have to pay for all the beer today.
Don't you think this little bet of yours is a bit rude to me? I knew it. These two really are just here for free dinner. Speaking of which, Io.
Huh? Yeah?
Oi, Io is actually a palindrome. I didn't realize that until now.
Takeya?
Hey, what are you doing, Takeya? Don't just dig through other people's drawers.
What are you saying, man? It's only common sense that the first thing to do when entering someone's home is to search the place, right?
Are you in middle school or something?
Hey, Haruki, you got any uncensored porn? Let's watch it, dude. Let's watch it.
Don't make me say it again. Are you in middle school or something?
Are you aware of the gender of the person who came with you?
No sweat. It's just Io.
You really don't care?
I really don't care. Besides, I don't think you have that kind of stuff anyway, Haruki.
Seems like I have a good reputation.
Well, that's one way to put it. Damn, there really isn't any.
Takeya completely ignored our conversation and continued to rummage through my bookshelves and under the bed. Even though he might be a little drunk, if Takeya were to be seen by his girlfriends, the relationships that he'd built for approximately 3 months would end in an instant. Well, I suppose Takeya is able to act this way because the girl among us here happens to be Io. Io, his one true love, is the only one he'll show his middle schooler personality to. But at this point, it's just wasted effort and painful to watch.
I get it. Nowadays, people just download their videos from the internet. Let's check your bookmarks. Stop it, you goddamn idiot!
Haruki?
Oh, don't be like that. I'm really at another guy's place. He's been my friend since high school. I'm seriously sorry. I really can't make it today. I'll make sure tomorrow. Tomorrow's a little... No, actually, I have to stay at this guy's side for the next few days. He keeps saying he wants to die because a girl dumped him.
Don't worry about it, just go see her.
A woman? No way, how could I? My heart belongs to only you, Shizuko-chan. How many times do I have to say that?
Well, the way Takeya sees it, there really aren't any other women here.
Listen to me. Don't cry, okay? Listen to me carefully now. I love you. You're the only one for me.
Hey, is that really okay?
Why would I need to judge if that's good or bad?
Can't you at least show a little jealousy? You know he's doing it on purpose, right?
I like the type of guy who only has eyes for me. If it came down to choosing between you and Takeya, Haruki, I'd obviously pick you.
Sheesh.
Sumiyo-chan, it's me, Takeya.
Here, Roku.
Here you go.
That's squid, not a cracker. Here, thanks. Hey.
What's up, Haruki?
It's almost midnight, right?
It already passed 3 minutes ago.
Oh, could you turn on the TV? I think there's an NBA game on a satellite channel.
If I remember correctly, the last train's already...
It's fine. We'll just huddle up and sleep here.
Make sure the AC is on stronger. While you're at it, set the humidifier to its maximum.
I had a feeling this would happen, but don't tell me you seriously plan on staying.
It's fine, isn't it? I haven't drunk like this without a worry on my mind for a while, you know?
That's because you're on high alert all the time.
If it's just drinking and having fun, there shouldn't be any worry in the first place. That would be rude to all the girls who are aiming for me. You two seriously don't understand anything.
It's not like I want to understand either. Here's a blanket. At least cover yourself.
What a slob.
One down? Yo, are you okay? You can use the bed if you want.
I'm good. Wouldn't want to let your bed catch the scent of a girl who's not your girlfriend.
I don't really care about something like that. It already did last week. Still want to drink? I can get you some.
I'm good. Just need a little break.
Okay. Between the three of us, our alcohol tolerance hasn't changed a bit since the old days. Though, if a certain other person were present, that statement would no longer be true. Ever since the date change, the atmosphere had started getting heavy, and it's become even heavier than before now that one of us is out. Both me and Io are just forcing our heavy eyelids open and continuously drinking while staring at the ceiling or walls. Truth be told, neither of us are satisfied with this silence. I'm sure the both of us are eagerly waiting the other to get the ball rolling. Hey, is that so?
I haven't said anything yet, have I?
Sorry. It seems I got too excited by the fact that she was the one who initiated the conversation. I'm admittedly a little embarrassed. To tell you the truth, we went to Setsuna's house yesterday. Is that so? That's it. This is the flow of conversation I was waiting for.
Since her parents were home, we went home around 11 o'clock.
Is she doing all right? Even though I saw her a few days ago. Even though Setsuna's expression, voice, and everything she said at the time is so deeply etched in my mind, unable to be erased. Even so, I still wonder about how Setsuna was doing yesterday. I really do care about her, after all.
When we first saw her, she seemed even more depressed than you are right now, Haruki.
Then how about when you guys went home? Still a little more depressed than you are right now, I think? Is that so?
You're not going to get mad at me after all. You still don't tell me off or set me straight. You still won't treat me like you did back then.
I've lost track of how many times something like this has happened. Past all the misunderstandings, assumptions, and the sorrowful way we keep missing one another. Setsuna's tears always brutally pierced through my heart without fail. But to me, This level of pain is nothing more than a side effect of the disaster.
Hey, Haruki,
Huh?
you're pretty strong, you know?
Listening to the words alone, one would think that they were meant as praise at first. Unfortunately, the delivery of those words lack any hint of such nuance.
Setsuna said it's all my fault again.
Is that so? She simply accepted an invitation and went to a party, and she broke her curfew without contacting anyone.
She keeps saying it's all my fault over and over, be it 3 days ago, 1 year ago, or even 3 years ago.
She's... Even when the three of us couldn't stay together, and when the three of us first came together,
She gets depressed regardless of whether we comfort her or scold her. She's become really hard to please.
But Setsuna only thinks like that because of my mistake.
But you know, you're hard to please too, Haruki.
Is that so?
When it's related to this, you won't admit it's Setsuna's fault no matter what, even though you can calmly criticize other people in any other situation.
This pointless debate of which came first, the chicken or the egg, has lost any value it held a long time ago. That's because I always look at things objectively. I know when I'm the one at fault.
Well, you really are the one at fault?
But as for the debate about whose sin is greater, Setsuna won't touch that topic because the answer is too obvious. Thanks, Io.
I'm not speaking up for you, you know?
For coming here, I mean. No, I should be more thankful for you going to check up on Setsuna.
Sure.
I've had enough blessings. After all, this is the 4th time that I've received one already. During the past few days, so many people checked up on me. I can't afford to stay depressed any longer. I have people who would encourage me, comfort me, tease me, and criticize me. Hey, Io, please continue to take care of Setsuna, okay? But as for Setsuna, she only has Io and Takeya by her side. That's why she must be more depressed than me. Others always see her as pretty and popular, but right now, Setsuna seems to reject having any relationships with other people, even more than I do. It's just that she's better at hiding it than I am. That's why people other than the three of us can't notice it.
Sure, leave it to me for now. In exchange, please take her back soon. In the end, I hope you realize that we're just acting as your substitutes, you know?
You guys sure love to butt in, too. You don't have the right to criticize me at all. You were the one who brought us along, like birds of a feather? Yo. Two down. It's 3 a.m., Wednesday, an idiosyncratic time meant for the two of us that was special in our eyes for several days, only for it to end up ruined just a few days ago. Even so, I have to start here. If I don't use this as a starting point, I won't be able to muster up any courage at all. Even if I must rely on the power of alcohol, I have to talk to Setsuna once more. Takeya and Io at my place right now. A return to 3 years ago. That's what I thought about. An escape from reality. That's what I wished for. But I have to live in the present, in a world 3 years after what happened. I have to live in the present, where the present Setsuna is. They just came over uninvited, had dinner, and caused a ruckus, then fell asleep on their own. Mari-san, Sugiura, and Izumi aside. I'm also connected to Io, Takeya, and the rest of the world. There are so many people who love butting in, just like 3 years ago. It's been a long time since we drank so much. I wonder if we'll even be able to get up in the morning. Hey, Setsuna, are there a lot of people by your side now? People you can say are important to you? Do I have to become a person like that? Do I even have the right to, when I've already betrayed you once before? That's all for today. I'm going to sleep. I'll text you again tomorrow. At the very end, I typed in the message I wanted to send and sent it nonchalantly. Right after I pressed the send button, I felt very sleepy all of a sudden. No, I was probably very sleepy in the first place, but I was just thinking about other stuff and didn't realize it. Things like, this is completely irrelevant, or there are more important things you should tell her, or are you a middle schooler or something? If the two in front of me saw my message, they'd probably say something like that. But it's fine for today. I'm too tired right now. If there's anything else I want to say, I can just send another text tomorrow.
You and Takeya-kun came to visit yesterday? Since my dad was home, we didn't get to drink any alcohol, but we got to talk about so many things. I had a lot of fun. I hope you'll be able to get up tomorrow morning. Make sure you don't catch a cold. Good night. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Tomorrow, no matter what.
December 17th, Friday. Like I said, people saw you. You were alone with a university student in front of the university gates.
Just because we were by the front gates doesn't mean we were alone together.
From the description I've heard of the other person, there's no doubt in my mind. It's Kitahara-sensei, isn't it?
Yeah? No, so, you see, don't you think that this is just all a misunderstanding?
What do you mean, misunderstanding? What part of you meeting with Sensei behind my back is a misunderstanding? Are you telling me that you have a proper reason that makes meeting up with the man I confessed to not strange? Say something. I won't understand if you remain quiet. Alright, Mihoko. Since it's come to this, I'll tell you everything.
I think you should give up on Kitahara-senpai.
Koharu-chan, how could you...
See, you are misunderstanding after all. Listen to me. What I just said earlier had nothing to do with me, okay?
I don't understand. If that's the case, then why did you...
Kitahara-senpai actually has a girlfriend. It's just that they're currently at a bit distance due to various circumstances.
What do you mean?
It means exactly what I just said. He didn't reject you because he doesn't like you, Mihoko. It's just that he can't look at anyone that way at the moment.
Sensei never said anything like that. He said he wasn't going out with anyone.
That's because he doesn't want to talk about it. It's something he doesn't want to talk about in front of others. Please understand.
If he doesn't want to talk about it, then Why did he tell you, Koharu-chan?
Well, I just kept pestering him until he was forced to spill the beans.
Why would you keep pestering him to find out? Have you been following Sensei around?
But Mahoko, you...
So you were interested in Sensei as well. That's why you lied to me like that.
No, that's not it. I didn't tell you because... Stop being unreasonable, Yada. You're biting the hand that's feeding you.
Koharu would never betray you now, would she? She's your friend, after all. So shouldn't you already know that? You guys... She's probably just trying to do something for you, Yada. Even though no one asked her to. She's probably just marched to the university by herself. You know how meddlesome Koharu tends to be, don't you? Why don't you calm down a little and think things through? Don't you think you're going a bit far? We're friends, aren't we? And you too, Koharu. Stop getting caught up in nonsense like this. It's simply meaningless, so stop it already. Meaningless? How could you? I mean, you're acting like it's the end of the world just because some guy rejected you. To be honest, it's a little annoying.
What? Wait a second. Stop it, you two!
Koharu should be the one saying that. You were acting all gloomy every day and making everyone feel awkward. So it's about time you stop that.
But Mahoko's the one who's actually hurt here. We don't have the right to judge what's important to her and what's not, do we? Mahoko, wait, hold on.
Oh, just leave her be. It won't change the fact that she got rejected.
In the end, I suppose time is the only thing that'll set her right. You don't need to go the extra mile for her anymore, Koharu. Thanks for sticking up for me earlier, but right now I'd like you guys to try and worry about Mihoko more than me.
Koharu...
I'll try my best to have everyone get along again, so please, be a little nicer to her. See ya!
Jeez, just like I said, she worries way too much. She'll probably go bald in the future.
I understand. I'll do something about the weird timing of our texts. I guess, yeah, it's not like there's any rule saying we can only text each other at 3 a.m. in the first place. I'm sorry, you're right, Haruki. I even set my alarm to 2:50 a.m. in advance until now. After all, I really don't like replying late, and more importantly, I wanted to be able to read your text the moment I received it. I also ended up staying awake the entire night, so the alarm was completely meaningless. Ahaha, that's so silly of me. Reminds me of the time when I first got my cell phone. It was around the second year of middle school, I think. Anyway, I waited for a friend of mine to text me and ended up staying awake for the whole night and nothing. The next day, when I asked her about it, she told me she completely forgot because she spent the entire night talking to her boyfriend. We had a big fight about it too, but we made up fairly quickly, and we texted each other almost every day until we were separated into different classes. Oh, but we didn't text each other during class, okay? If I don't say that clearly, I feel like you'll give me another lecture, Haruki-kun. As for now, I'm sorry, I check my phone even during lectures. I've become a terrible adult. Anyway, that's all. I hope it's not too long. Well, I suppose it's a bit light on substance despite its length anyway. Good night. See you tomorrow. P.S. finally, I'd like to ask you a question. Is there a rule about only sending one text a day? Am I not allowed to send you, like, say, 2 per day? Am I not allowed to send, like, say, 2 per day? What kind of innocent text is this, Haruki? Are you telling me your girlfriend happens to be a middle schooler?
Don't read it. Reading others' text is an invasion of their privacy.
That reaction is so much like a middle schooler's too.
As usual, this person has no qualms about being mischievous to others. She's probably the type of person that can carefreely move on with her life despite of what happens to the world, even if it were to actually stop moving. Well, what is it now? You've never come to this lecture before. I asked her the same question earlier, and she gave me a weird answer like, because it's a weekend afternoon.
You're going home after this lecture ends, right, Haruki? I want to go shopping together with you.
Shopping?
Yeah, I want to help you pick out a Christmas present for both me and that middle school girlfriend you got there.
I want to say something about at least 2 points in your last statement.
I'm just kidding. It's for tonight's dinner.
Why are you worrying about my Oh.
I'll come again another time this week. Since winter break starts next week, we'll have to meet before that. Seems like you finally remember. This week's almost over, you know.
I see. She's referring to our ruined study session the previous Wednesday. I was supposed to have finished everything up until the final check, and I would have been able to happily submit the paper by yesterday and have Chiaki end up acquitted for her prolonged submission date. But since that plan happened to get delayed on my account, I don't really have the right to reject Izumi's request. Of course, I'm saying this ignoring the fact that the necessity of these study sessions is unreasonable in the first place.
What's up? What are you thinking about? What happened to the usual, even though his mouth says no, his expression says yes, Haruki, I know.
Stop making up lies in everyday conversation.
Seems like something's bothering you, Haruki. What I'm saying is, I really like you after all, Haruki.
And whose fault do you think that is?
So it's fine today? I really don't want to ride a train all the way here on the weekend. It takes more than an hour to get here from where I live.
Izumi has already confirmed that I won't reject her, as if it were a matter of fact. Given her personality, I imagine the only time she was actually joking was when she said she was joking. This is so confusing. But today is Friday.
Something you need to do? If you seriously can't, then tomorrow is fine. It's unfortunate, but I'll hold my tears and feel really spiteful about the futility of it all.
You little. I ignore Izumi's taunt and recall my schedule for the week. I have part-time work at Kyograph tonight, and I have the morning shift at Goodies with Sugiura on Saturday and Sunday. And next Monday is the final seminar before winter break. In other words, that's when the paper is due. How exactly am I supposed to fit her in now?
Hold on, Haruki. Please don't tell me you plan on tossing me aside like yesterday's goods.
Wait a minute, I'm thinking right now. And I'm not tossing you aside. I'm abandoning you.
As picky as always, I see.
As for Kyograph, since I just handed in a manuscript recently, I can probably get a day off, I think. And as for goodies, since Sugira is working on both Saturday and Sunday, I'll have to show up on either of those days. But why do I have such a strong sense of obligation to that girl? Just like with Izumi, something about it just makes me feel wrong. When I think about it, can I even do this somehow? Okay, let's head back after this lecture.
That's the spirit. Alright, let's go. Let's head back to our castle.
At least pay attention to the lecture until the end. And what do you mean, our castle? I'll contact Mari-san in a bit. Since my manuscript got approved the last time, there shouldn't be much work today. I think a text should be enough.
Let's go shopping on our way home. Since it's a Saturday tomorrow, let's eat a whole lot tonight.
Alright, let's buy some croquettes in the supermarket on our way back.
Convenience food? It kind of feels like you're getting more and more lazy.
Don't worry, there's leftover curry from last time. I'll do my best to make croquette curry today.
I've got a bad feeling about this, but I do love both croquettes and curry. So what can I do?
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying this content. Koharu seems to not have developed feelings for Haruki yet, and given that I understand some of the tropes that are involved in visual novels, I'm fairly sure she's one of the heroines, especially since she's featured in the opening. Though, I wouldn't classify Koharu as an actual tsundere. She is trying to figure out her feelings. I'm getting more of an enemies to lovers kind of thing going on there. Koharu is too straightforward to deny her feelings once she figures them out. I think she would be more of a, okay, I feel this way. What am I going to do about it? Kind of person. She might not say anything, especially to the friend who's crushing on Haruki, but she won't deny her feelings. And it's the lying that really annoys me about tsunderes.